Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his good friend, the Lumberjack. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, Mike. Super excited for our Tuesdays, as always.
Yes. Well, first off, let's give a shout out to Dion, you and I, the three amigos.
Yeah.
We have had so much fun together. The relationship's growing. We've actually created a private Facebook group that we should give a shout out to. It's called the Three Amigos of FI standing for Financial Independence. So I've already seen you be active in there, man. So it's good.
Yeah, that's what happens when you can't sleep at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
I'm just going to approve some requests. I don't want to piss off Dion, but I'm just going to hit these okay accepts.
Yeah, exactly. They're coming in. I know them. They're good people. Yeah. Again, we don't really know what this is going to become, folks. It will evolve over time, but you can be assured that Three Amigos will continue to try to help, which is why we're doing it together. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So hey, Jerome Powell, renominated. Not 48 hours later, he's come out with a kick in the teeth. I don't know if you saw this quote, but I think he is dead on. And it took me a minute to understand what he was saying, but here it goes. He's like, hey, everyone. Hey, wake up. The last 2 years have been really, really easy to make money. Mm-hmm. The next 2 years, my word, not his, are going to suck. Mm-hmm. Be hard. Yep. So, I know what I think of that statement, but I thought I would come to you, right? You and I have been busy the last 2 years. You and I have done a lot of stuff. Yeah. We've also seen a lot of people. At least on my channel, I see lots of people popping off because I haven't been investing in the stock market and I missed out on this thing and that thing and this thing and that thing. And I'm like, good for you, dude. Your win's not my loss.
That's right.
You know, but dude, I've been here before. I lost 150 grand because I got cocky. I got this big old scar on my back. Yeah. So I know exactly what Jerome Powell's talking about. And there's a lot of retail investors who are going to get smoked.
Yeah. Yep.
So what do you think?
Pucker up, buttercup. Yeah. I literally hear the sucking sound in my ear.
Yeah.
Like Mike, the crazy thing is, right, is that these are the times that elite investors, and I'll call us that because we are.
Oh yeah.
We are elite.
Sure.
At the number of units that we both own, we are elite. Mm-hmm. The thing that I would say is that you and I are amazing operators.
Okay.
Yeah. And when you're an amazing operator and you have process and you have rules and regulations and how you manage your business, you do that well, you're an amazing operator. Now, if it's 10 units versus 100, that's a huge difference because of the amount of cash flow, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So the principles are still the same and it scales, but there's that much more cash flow. One of the questions I often get asked is, how am I funding that next deal? With my cash flow.
Yeah, that was a big eye opener for me. Like I still remember the day. So I was busting my ass, another commission year, all of that. It was like 2012.
Otherwise known as 2021 for me. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Good for you. Yeah, I remember that all long ago.
45,614, 45,614, 45,614.
That's an inside joke between us. Let us know in the comments if you know what that means. Say it one more time.
It's 45,614.
If you know what that means, leave comments below. We want to see how many people have been paying attention. That's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, again, I remember years ago. I remember looking at Olivia, like, because she would do the books. She's incredible. She does the books. I'm coming off a freaking red eye and I can't sleep and all this stuff. I'm like, honey, I just checked our account for some reason, and we haven't moved money over. What's going on? Yeah. Right. Because we were buying like crazy when everything's on sale, right? Yeah. And we were buying junk. Because anything we bought, we did private money for, but we still had to repair it, right? Because we didn't believe in doing 100% financing. Sure. And she's like, cash flow is paying for it. I'm like, seriously?
We did it.
Yeah. You mean $25,000 remodel was paid out of cash flow?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
That was crazy times.
But yeah, it is. It's crazy. So I think that, to your point is, and to what we were talking about is, an operator, an elite operator. Yeah. We get bigger in bad times.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
we grow way faster. So I've grown a decent amount in the last two years because the return on capital or yield of these deals Mike, I set a rule for myself that I wouldn't touch a deal unless it made 20+% yield or return on capital.
That's an awesome play. Again, that would mean it's always a great time to do a great deal.
Exactly. And the only way that I could know that those were great deals is if I knew what my average deal was.
Exactly what I keep telling people, man.
Right?
I did an hour presentation on how to build a buy box the other day.
I saw. Yeah. I watched it.
You know what? Nobody's watched it. It's been one of my lowest. I gave like 20%.
Well, I watched it live on their channel.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's crazy. Like nobody watched it. I'm like, I'm giving you a piece of the kingdom, and nobody's watched it.
Mike, it's the same thing with my rehab videos.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the field touching product.
Yeah.
And like, use this product, don't use this product. Use this to give people more value. And they're just kind of like, oh,
it doesn't say crash.
Not sexy. And it's like, go watch another doofus channel, you know? But the elite operator thing I think is critical because we have poised our portfolios for inflation or
deflation. That's the beauty of what we've
We'll take the hit for a couple of years. If there is a hit to be had because of inflation, we'll put we have that cash sitting there ready waiting. If there's deflation, we're safe. And you know what, Mike? I dare to say we're still going to be buyers.
Oh no, I guarantee you that's where I'm coming at. What we have done, and again, we have walked through every week. We're talking about what we're doing in our portfolio.
Yeah.
And we have come to the point where we win if there's inflation, we win if there's deflation, because we've set our debt structure correctly.
That's right.
And this is the key. We set our debt structure so inflation helps us. It doesn't wipe us out.
That's right.
Some of you aren't doing that. Many of you LPs and GPs and syndicators are, if inflation takes off. And we set ourselves up for Jamie Dimon and Warren Buffett if things go on sale. That is when you're a good operator. Too many of the people watching are going to get smoked by Jerome Powell's comment because you are only set up to win on one side.
That's right.
And again, I say this as a guy who was there.
Yes.
When I was 21 years younger, I lost 150 grand because I was set up for only one way to win. Right now, heads or tails, I win. Before it had to be heads, tails.
Exactly. Yep. Heads I win, tails you lose.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the best coin flip there is.
No, exactly. Right? And that's how I'm set up today. But too many 100%. Other people, to Jerome Powell's point, they've gotten high on the hog, been buying stupid ass stocks that make no money with stupid PEs. And I don't know if you've seen it this morning. Zoom's down 16%. Again, folks, wake up. Yeah. Best Buy. Yep. You were about to get hammered.
Yeah. It's going to be as fun as you're going to have at the Thanksgiving table. You're going to have less fun at the Christmas table.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I think it's going to be less fun in literally a month. I think it's going to be less fun. I think there's going to be more uncertainty in the market. I think that Powell likely got renominated because he promised he was going to start being a hard ass.
Yeah. And here's the deal. People have always busted my tail about not buying stocks. There's a very good chance that stocks fall 50%, or at least some of them do.
Sure.
I might go shopping. I've been very clear for years. Unless stuff goes on sale, I'm not buying.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. I'm a real estate guy. And I've been here before. I know what happens when assets get smashed because of debt structure. The last crisis was a debt structure where the asset happened to be real estate and it smashed people. You could do some so creative deals. It's just awesome.
I just had an awesome idea for I think Mike Jewell. I think Mike Jewell came up with that Three Amigos one that we're using for the course where we put the faces on us.
I think so.
So I think Mike Jewell did that. So thank you, Mike Jewell. But I've got a new one for you and for me.
Okay.
It is going to be, and I haven't decided who's who yet, but it's going to be Trading Places, Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy picking the tickets. At the end
works.
of the movie.
That works.
Buy.
Yeah.
Buy.
Yeah.
Buy.
Yeah.
This is what we're setting ourselves up to do because we've seen this show before. Now, granted, there's
could be off. Yeah,
there's different moving parts. There's and the slide could be faster. It could be slower. It could be all these things. We're not calling for a crisis. We're saying that there is going to be an issue. There has to be based on inflation or deflation, or we have no idea what the market's going to do. But right now we're playing heads we win, tails you lose. Right now is what we're looking at in the market. And yeah, honestly, Mike, I am thrilled. And here's why. For people that have put the work in and done the work and know their market, this will be as close. Exactly. This will be as close to a 2008, 2010 event as you will get.
I agree, actually.
That's going to be, it's not, this is the time it will be closer. You have to have done the work. But if you've done the work, you're going to be more educated than the 95% of people out there that only know how to buy and rehab and burn a market that goes up. Because I know
that's so right. Yeah.
A bunch of these burr guys have been busting my balls.
Oh yeah.
For the last 2 years. Dude, look how much I made on this. Look how much I made on this. And usually I just write back and I go, let me know what your tax was on that.
Yeah, exactly.
On that gain. That's the first thing I do to them. And now I'm ready to give them a little bit of, homemade stupid soup. Because
ooh, I like that. Homemade
they like to flex on the big number. And I'm just going to keep on sending them pictures of me at night from a trail cam, me sleeping well at night at 3 o'clock in the morning, because I'm still making as much money as I was 6 months, 12 months, and 2 years ago, because I got my real estate working for me.
Yeah.
And it's the difference, like we talked about on the boards last night. And if people aren't there, ask for the invite, get to the 3 amigos on Facebook. It will absolutely change your life. I made the delineation between rich and wealthy, as did you, as did Dion. And we're largely aligned with what that looks like.
Yeah,
that's going to be the difference in the next 2 or 3 years. That's going to be the difference between elite operators and guys that were running up on low rates and medium inflation, what soon will be high inflation. Those guys are going to get crushed, because those are also the same guys in 7 and 8 that had 6 deals in the hopper. And most of them have no idea what's coming for them, because they do not have what, Mike? Those guys that were doing those deals do not have what that almost every one rental at a time purchaser has.
Well, they didn't do the work. They got cocky.
They didn't do the work. They got cocky, and they didn't have 30-year fixed rate debt.
Oh my God, the debt structure. Yes, the debt
structure, man.
It smokes people. Yeah. So what I want to tell people right here, right now, I think Jerome Powell's right. The next 2 years are going to be harder than the last 2 years.
Yep.
And harder means a lot of people are going to lose money, but some people, the good operators, the ones that doing the work, it's going to be a good time, man. It's always a good time to go shopping.
Yeah, dude, I'm so ready. I got the kids with their snowsuits on.
We're doing some walkthroughs, baby.
I got the wife ready to go. We are ready to go do walkthroughs like it's 1999.
There you
go. We are ready to go. I mean, honestly, Mike, like you said, please, people, be doing the work now. Be doing the work. Take advantage of this opportunity that's there in the market. I can't tell you next year that prices are going to be what Goldman Sachs says, and they're going to be up 16%. My personal belief is over the course of the year that they'll be up, but I think we will see dips that will go below zero. But at the end of the day, it's about opportunity and always buying a great deal based on what the numbers are then.
Yes.
Stop guessing what the market's going to do. I have no freaking clue what the market's going to do.
But I can put together a deal. I can get 30-year fixed rate debt. Even again, I brought you 30-year fixed rate debt on apartments, people. Watch Stephen Dow in QM. We're trying, but yeah, there's a lot of people. And I know there's a Mike Zuber out there, or a Michelle Zuber, not to be sexist, out there, who is 30 years old, who made a lot of money, and you are about to lose your ass. I hope you heard me. Take some chips off the table, at least get your capital back. But yeah, you might want to sell. But anyways.
Stock market, right?
Yeah. Stock market.
Yeah.
I'm just 150 grand. Oh. You know how different my life would have been? I started this real estate journey with 40 grand. If I would have started with 200 grand.
Oh, dude.
You know how much bigger I would be? Oh,
yeah. I mean, I didn't lose as much, but I lost a much bigger percentage. I lost like 85% of my portfolio when the dot bomb burst. 85%. And
there will be people out there watching right now that sometime next year could see, if they're in individual stocks, you could see that again. So be careful. Please. Be careful. All right, buddy. How can people find you?
11:30 a.m. Eastern time this Sunday. We are still going to be doing that. And we have a special thing that we're going to do on Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think we've picked the time yet, but we're doing a special thing on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yep. Very cool.
That's where you can find me.